Motion passed. Superintendent, the next order of business.
Item number 2, and this is not so far afield of what Ms. Babcock just said. The item is Everett Public School and Student Spotlight. I mentioned to the members of this committee, relatively informal, after last meeting, that going forward, I'd like each month for one of our schools to come forward and provide a snapshot of the things that they're proud of their accomplishments in the school and what they're doing, to give not only you members of the school committee but our audience to see what kind of great work happens in our schools. And tonight we do have the Keverian School here. This is the first in a series of presentations in which we will shine some spotlight on our most valuable asset, our students. Members of the Keverian School Student Council are with us this evening to deliver a presentation entitled Knights Lead the Way, Empowering Student Voice. They will discuss, among other things, the SHIELD program, which stands for Safety, Honesty, Independence, Empathy, Leadership, and Dedication, and, remember this one, Ms. Babcock, PBIS, which stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. They are joined by a group of Everett High School freshmen who were heavily involved in this work as students at the Keverian. With that, Madam Chair, I would ask that you invite Principal Norman and Assistant Principal Spencer to come forward so that they can introduce our students and they can talk a little bit about the great things that are happening between the Keverian and Everett High School.
Make a motion to invite Mr. Norman, Principal Norman, Assistant Principal Spencer, and their lovely students to come.
Motion has been made by Ms. Babcock, seconded by Ms. Cristiano, to invite Principal Nauman and Assistant Principal Spencer, along with their students, before us this evening. Roll call.
Ms. Babcock.
Yes.
Ms. Barros.
Yes.
Ms. Cornelio.
Yes.
Ms. Cristiano.
Yes.
Mr. D'Onofrio.
Yes.
Ms. Guerin.
Yes.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
So moved, 7-0.
So moved, 7-0. Motion passed. Welcome.
I can speak loudly. I think it might be able to pick me up. Good evening. Mr. Spencer and I would like to thank Superintendent Hart and School Committee for inviting us up here today with our students to share a little bit about our students in our school. We believe that our students, Student Council, and some of our former Keverian students, but forever Keverian Knights, their presentation today gives a good glimpse into what goes into shaping a Keverian Knight. I also, while I am introducing everyone, like to thank and recognize that some of our parents of our student council members are here in the audience showing support. And it's good to see them come up and take part of this, along with some of our faculty, Mr. Piazza, Ms. Morelli, and Ms. Moran. So we'd like to thank them for coming up and showing support for students, current and past students. I'd like to introduce our student council members that are here with us today. We have, on my far right, right next to Mr. Spencer, is Emma Dorsey, our president. We have Evelyn Joseph, our secretary, and Arthur Bicayo Silva, our treasurer. There we go. Our 8th grade representative, Kimberly Cruz Martinez, and our vice president, let me see if this works. We got their pictures up there. Sadia Fortin are unfortunately not here, but they put a lot of work into this presentation, so we wanted to make sure they were recognized as well.
Thank you, Mr. Norman and Mr. Spencer. Our presentation today is grounded in our Keverian school values and how they shape our school. For the Keverian school, we use the acronym SHIELD. SHIELD stands for Safety, Honesty, Independence, Empathy, Leadership, and Dedication. PBIS stands for Positive Behavioral Interventions and Supports. This is how we are recognizing and reinforcing all of the positive behaviors that we see with our students every day. It's all about building a warm sense of belonging so that every Keverian Knight feels at home and truly connected.
Throughout the school year, so these values remind us that every Keverian Knight carries a shield, which protects our community and shows our strength. These posters are located in every area of the school to explain how to demonstrate the values in places like the cafeteria, hallways, and bathrooms. The signs appear in English, Spanish, Portuguese, and Creole. So all students, regardless to their current language abilities, understand expectations. One way we reinforce our Keverian values is through the awarding of shield coupons. Students earn shield coupons for demonstrating these positive values, which leads to monthly raffles initiatives. Every month, a student will be selected to receive a Keverian t-shirt and other additional prizes will be awarded. Students have received prizes like a Keverian GBL Bluetooth speaker, custom Keverian Gatorade bottles, and more gear that helps to show Keverian pride.
As a new- as a newly elected students representatives, we know that our leadership matters. We want to make a difference, and we would like to share how we have started to do this. Similar to the student representative at the school committee, we are also attending the monthly Keverian School Parent Council meetings. As at these meetings, our school leaders have given us space to discuss our opinions and ideas with parents and teachers. This is something that has never been done before at our school council meetings, and parents were also excited to join us. We were taken seriously and given the chance to come up with a plan on how to solve these problems. This opportunity to be part of the school leadership is helping us model an important shield value for our Knights. After attending these meetings, we made it our mission to focus on safety and step up as leaders. We created a Google form and we surveyed our peers about various safety concerns involving recess footwear in the bathrooms. More than 200 students responded, offering their thoughts about these topics. We already had our hypothesis about these questions, and the results showed us that most of the students felt the same way. To communicate with students about initiatives, the Keverian Student Council and staff have hosted several learning lunches to discuss the PBIS system Chromebook here. Most recently, a safety summit to talk about our survey results and plans that we developed to solve one specific issue, recess safety. While we were nervous presenting to such a large group, we knew it was important to show that we were listening to them and we were bringing change. So what we did was we put some concerns and thoughts of our peers into actions. During the Safety Summit Learning Lunch, we presented our survey results and new plans we created to make sure that all students have the chance to participate in recess safely and doing what they enjoy. We have specific designated areas where different sports and hanging out will take place, allowing all students to do what they enjoy while remaining safe. We also reminded students about dress code issues that have been leading to injuries, including students wearing slides instead of more safe footwear. Based on our initial learning lunches, the Student Council will continue to listen to the concerns about our classmates and provide additional learning lunches and talk about what matters the most for our class peers. We have one scheduled for January to discuss the importance of iReady middle of the year benchmark testing. We will reveal prizes for students who make their typical growth, stretch growth, or if they remain on grade level. We would now like to ask a few former Keverian students but forever Keverian Knights for a brief presentation on how they have previously shown and continue to demonstrate the Keverian values that are a part of who they are.
Welcome, everyone.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for having us here today. Before we start, we wanted to give a special thank you to Superintendent Hart, the school committee, and of course the Keverian School Student Council for including us in this presentation. My name is Malev, a current Everett High School student and forever Keverian Knight, and I'd like to introduce my fellow former Keverian students and forever Keverian Knights who will help present how the Keverian values of leadership, empathy, and dedication continue to shape what we do every day. Next to me, we have Faith. Over there, we have Zoe, Samra, and Larissa. In this slide, we're talking about the Civics Action Project. The Civics Action Project is something all of us worked on last year. It's a project focused on highlighting real issues in the city of Everett through research. It allows people to uncover previously unnoticed problems and broaden their understanding of the city while having a dedication to making this community a better place for everyone. Moving on to Faith.
The issue our two groups identified as needing action in our community was food insecurity. As Everett residents and our own families had to go out in neighboring cities in order to get food and fresh produce. We knew we needed a change, something local, something diverse. Over 4 long months, me and the rest of my friends here have worked very hard on the Civics Action Project in our 8th grade year. We surveyed students, community members, community leaders, and we even created a petition and got a decent amount of signatures.
During our research, we visited local markets in Everett to take a look at the quality of the produce they were selling. We went to several different corner stores and saw produce of horrible quality. Not only was the food quality bad, it was also extremely overpriced. In addition to this, we found that the selection was extremely limited. If Everett citizens wanted to get fresh produce in the city, they would have to pay way more than usual just for terrible quality. As both Keverian Knights and Everett citizens, we thought it was important to draw attention to this issue so that it can potentially get solved.
While doing our project, we made a survey for the people in Everett to take. One question we asked on the survey was, how much do you think food insecurity affects our community? In result, most people said 5 being the most important. We used this survey data to see how other people in our society felt about our issue and if they agree with us. Doing the survey gave us an opportunity to hear other people's opinions on our subject of food insecurity.
Our project demonstrated empathy because it's unfair residents must leave the city for fresh, healthy, and quality food. We showed leadership by taking action on a problem, and that is affecting our city. We demonstrated dedication by staying committed to a long-term action project and continuing this work as Everett High School students. The Everett Food Policy Council is currently drafting a resolution for the City Council's consideration to address food insecurity and declare food security as a human right. They will be citing our action projects as evidence for this resolution. Thank you, and we would like to invite the Keverian School Student Council back up to finish this presentation on the Keverian values.
Thank you to the Forever Keverian Knights for showing empathy and leadership, to our current student council as well as our Keverian students. To wrap up this presentation, I would like to finish with the Keverian value that we all hold dear to our hearts: empathy. Because empathy begins with kindness, the Keverian School is proud to be recognized as a certified kindness school by the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation, one of only 4 schools in Massachusetts to hold this distinction. Throughout the whole year, we hosted several kindness events that helped us earn this honor. In fact, we celebrated World Kindness Day last Thursday. All staff and students received their Keverian Be Kind bracelet, marking our 4th year of this tradition. We need the support and partnership of community organizations to help us live out these values every day, and we really want to emphasize the kindness of the Everett Kiwanis. We appreciate having their partnership with our PTO and are forever grateful. We hope you wear your bracelet that has been included in your package as a daily reminder to be kind. Because kindness is a core part of what it means to be an empathetic Knight, we start our day with the student-led morning announcements that concludes with our empathy pledge. This pledge was created by our previous student council, and it serves as a daily reminder that we choose empathy in our community. So, to close out our presentation, we would like to respectfully ask you to join us in our daily tradition, sharing our Knight strength through our Keverian Empathy Pledge. We have made a slight adjustment to represent all Everett students today. The pledge is on the screen and in your packets if you care to join in with us.
We ready?
Please stand.
Very good.
We often this follows the empathy pledge follows right after the Pledge of Allegiance, so we're all usually standing. So we want to make sure we do this the right way. I pledge to show empathy with my classmates, friends, and family, to put myself in others' shoes, to understand the feelings of others and show it with my words and actions, to listen with my ears, my heart, and my mind, to find peaceful solutions to conflict and create healthy relationships, to value everyone's humanity and establish a respectful community. In the Everett Public Schools, we choose empathy.
Thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions?
Thank you so much for the presentation and the report. Questions? Ms. Guerin.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. Wow, I can't tell you all how absolutely impressed I am by this presentation and the incredible work that you all do. Yeah, you're going to be the leaders of tomorrow, basically. And it starts here. You know, you start with your schools. You look to the wider community. And I mean, I loved the presentation on the food insecurity in the city. That's real world issues that affect everyone living in Everett. So I mean, this is wonderful. I can't praise you guys enough. And, you know, I look forward to seeing what you do next.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Guerin. Any other questions, comments? Ms. Cornelio.
Do you work at all with the council or anyone else in the city, or is it just in the schools? Do you give any input? Because maybe councils or even us, we could help.
It's just the PTO.
Just the PTO, but in future reference, I'm just saying, there's numbers help. You can create a bigger program. But I am so impressed by you. I feel like you could be our next politicians. I welcome you to run.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cornelio. Ms. Babcock.
I just wanted to talk about the food insecurity. You know, we talk a lot about this at, I work in the College of Nursing, and that's one of the big social determinants of health. And we're lucky to have Senator Sal DiDomenico, who supports food within our school system. So our kids, when you guys come to school, there are meals. You have breakfast and you have lunch every day. And I remember that one of the things that I had learned from Mr. Brady when my daughter was at the Lafayette is that when school is not in session is a very stressful time for families, because what happens is that there are not school meals. So with your efforts of looking at food insecurity over there, maybe there's some legislation that needs to move forward to see what we can do in those time periods when school is not in session. Summer, obviously, we offer summer meals, but there are gaps. And that food insecurity, especially under the circumstances now, are making the situation worse. And the fact that you have empathy and observation and like tangible numbers really does mean something. Like, this is an important proposal, one that maybe needs to be bigger. You know, some other countries offer things where food at the end of the day is not thrown out. It is packaged up and it is sent home. And maybe that's something that, who knows, maybe we can make something really big. Something starts with empathy in the schools, it grows into analyzing our communities, and then we make a you know, institutional, systematic change. I think I'm blown away by the statistics. So if you guys are ever interested in future researches of public health, I highly recommend the major for you, because that was very impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Babcock. Ms. Barrows.
I don't have a question. I just want to give a comment. You guys are inspiring, and it's amazing how much dedication, even going into the high school. And I feel like it's something for other schools and other students to look up to you guys. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Barrows. Anyone else? Any further questions, comments?
Yes.
Joe D'Onofrio. Go right ahead.
As a Keverian Knight graduate, I'm very proud of these students. You know, I just wanted to say how proud I was, because when was it, Mr. Spencer? I think 2009, maybe I graduated, but he was there and he helped me alongside, and he did such a good job. And, Mr. Donahue and Mr. Profena, they helped me out to be a champion in basketball as well. But, these kids deserve it all, really. I mean, they're really doing a good job. And to see Mr. Spencer and Mr. Norman up there doing the right thing. I don't know what you're feeding them down at the Keverian, but keep feeding them that food because they're doing such a good job. Whatever's in that water, so professional. That's all. Very good, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. D'Onofrio. Ms. Cristiano.
Yeah, I just, wanted to echo the comments of my colleagues that was kind of blown away by what, how you presented it and the issue that you selected. And because it's the hot button item, number one issue facing this country actually today. And for you young people to think about it and, come up with ideas and solutions, it just makes me feel good about where we're going, especially in this school system with our kids. They, every 2 weeks I come up here and I'm constantly amazed at all the wonderful things that are going on in this school system. They say education is the great equalizer, and we sure as heck make education equal in these public schools. And that's a testament to this superintendent. I mean, he's been on board now for 2 years now, and I get a little emotional about it because he really has transformed this school system and brought you all together to work together. We've started to see the kids' scores inch up. There's a lot more work to do, but we're on the right track. And it's just really nice to see. So thank you, kids. You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Cristiano. Emma.
I just wanted to add on to what they all said because you guys did such a great job, including the high school students. They don't always want to hear from Mr. Spencer, Mr. Nauman, so the words coming from you guys is really important. And I see the great work that goes on every day at Everett High School, and I love hearing it from the elementary schools and the K-8 buildings. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Perry. If I may, from the chair, just echo Ms. Guerin and Ms. Cristiano's sentiments that you're doing great work, and I hope you realize that this is great work. What is setting you up for the future is right now, and what you just presented was amazing. It might not feel like that, but it's great. Our future is brighter because you will take the lead someday, and you're going to do a better job than we're doing. Thank you very much. If there are no further questions or comments, could we excuse?
Make a motion to excuse our guest with comment, you think?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Norman. Mr. Spencer.
A motion has been made by Ms. Barrow, seconded by Ms. Cornelio to excuse our guests. Roll call.
Ms. Babcock.
Yes.
Ms. Barrows.
Yes.
Ms. Cornelio.
Yes.
Ms. Cristiano.
Yes.
Mr. D'Onofrio.
Yes.
Ms. Guerin.
Yes.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
So moved, 7-0.
So moved, 7-0. Motion passed. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great evening.